There are seniors all across this country who are about to lose money they have already earned. Not because they did anything wrong, not because they missed a payment, but simply because nobody told them that 4 specific government forms have a deadline coming up fast, and if those forms do not get submitted, their benefits get cut, delayed, or lost entirely for the rest of the year. I want you to stay with me for the next few minutes because what I am about to share with you could protect hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars that belong to you. These are not complicated forms. These are not things that require a lawyer or an accountant. These are steps that any senior can take this week from home with a phone or a computer. But the window is closing, and June 10th is closer than you think. So let us get right into it. I am going to walk you through all 4 forms, tell you exactly who needs to file each one, what happens if you do not, and step by step what you need to do before that deadline hits. The first form that every senior collecting Social Security needs to know about right now is the SSA 44. This is the form that most people have never heard of, and that silence is costing retirees real money every single month. Here is what it does. If your Medicare premium went up this year because of income you earned 2 or 3 years ago, this form is how you fight back and get that premium reduced. Medicare uses something called IRMAA. That stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. I know that sounds complicated, so let me explain it simply. Medicare looks at your tax return from 2 years ago to decide what you pay for your Part B premium. So if you had a big year in 2023, maybe you sold a house, maybe you took money out of a retirement account, maybe you had a one-time payment of some kind, Medicare sees that higher income and charges you more for your coverage starting in 2025. A lot of seniors are paying an extra $100, $200, even $300 a month on their Medicare premium right now because of income they no longer have. That is where the SSA 44 comes in. This form lets you tell Social Security that your income has gone down since that year they are looking at. It asks you to document what changed in your situation and request a lower premium based on your current income instead of the old number. For many seniors, getting approved on this form means getting back thousands of dollars over the course of a year. And here is the thing. You do not have to wait until open enrollment. You can file this form anytime you have a qualifying life event, and reduced income is one of those qualifying events. To get the SSA 44 form, you can go directly to ssa.gov and search for SSA 44 in the search bar. You can also call the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213 and ask them to mail you the form or walk you through filing it online. When you fill it out, you will need to show proof of your changed income. This could be a copy of a recent tax return, a letter showing your retirement income, or documentation of a life change like leaving a job or losing a spouse. If you have been paying higher Medicare premiums and you know your income dropped, do not wait on this. File the SSA 44 before June 10th, and you could start seeing lower premiums as soon as next month. If this is helpful to you so far, go ahead and press the like button right now. It helps more seniors find this information when they need it most. Now let us talk about the second form. This one deals directly with your Social Security check and a problem that affects more retirees than most people realize. It is called the SSA 7004, and it is a request for your Social Security statement. Now, you might be wondering why you would need to request a statement you can already see online. Here is why this matters. Your Social Security benefit is calculated based on your earnings record, which is a history of every year you worked and paid into the system. That record is supposed to be accurate. But according to the Social Security Administration itself, errors in earnings records happen, and they are more common than most people expect. If your record shows a year where you earned less than you actually did, or if a year of earnings is missing entirely, your monthly benefit could be lower than what you are legally entitled to receive. One incorrect year in your earnings record can reduce your monthly benefit by anywhere from $50 to $150 or more, depending on your situation. Over the course of retirement, that adds up to tens of thousands of dollars in missing money. The SSA 7004 is the official form you use to request a full copy of your earnings statement so you can review it and catch any errors before they become permanent. The reason this is urgent right now is that the Social Security Administration has a process for correcting earnings records, but that process takes time. If you find an error, you will need to gather proof, which might mean old pay stubs, W-2 forms, or tax records. The sooner you start, the better. And if you are approaching 62 or planning to file for benefits in the next few years, this review is not optional. It is essential. To request your statement, you can go to ssa.gov and create a My Social Security account if you do not already have one. Your statement is available right there in your account, and you can review it immediately. If you would rather request a paper copy by mail, the SSA 7004 form is available on the SSA website as well. You can also call 1-800-772-1213 and ask for help accessing your statement. Once you have your statement, go through it year by year. Look for years where the earnings shown look too low. Look for gaps in your record where you know you were working. If something looks wrong, contact Social Security right away and ask to begin the correction process. The documentation you will need depends on your situation, but Social Security will walk you through what they need. Take a moment right now to write down that phone number. 1-800-772-1213. You will want to have it handy when you start this process. The third form on our list today is one that many seniors miss because they assume they do not qualify. It is the Extra Help application, also known as the Low Income Subsidy, and it is submitted through the Social Security Administration using a form called I-1020. This program is run by Social Security, and it helps cover the cost of your Medicare Part D prescription drug plan. We are talking about help with premiums, deductibles, and copays on your medications. Here is what shocks most people. The income limits for this program are higher than most seniors expect. In 2026, a single person can have an income of up to around $22,000 per year and still qualify for some level of help. For a married couple, that limit is around $30,000. And the asset limits are also more generous than people think. You can have up to $16,500 in resources as a single person and still be eligible. These numbers are approximate and are updated each year, so always verify the current figures at ssa.gov or by calling Social Security directly. If you are on a fixed income and you are paying full price for your prescriptions every month, this program could save you hundreds of dollars a year. Some people who qualify for the full level of Extra Help pay $0 in premiums for their drug plan and only a few dollars in copays for each medication. That is a significant amount of money for a senior on a fixed income. The reason this is time sensitive is that if your situation has changed, meaning your income dropped, your spouse passed away, your assets changed, you need to reapply or update your application to make sure you are getting the right level of help. Life changes can qualify you for more assistance than you are currently receiving, and if you do not report those changes, you will keep paying more than you should. You can apply for Extra Help online at ssa.gov, over the phone at 1-800-772-1213, or in person at your local Social Security office. The application asks about your income, your resources, and your household size. It takes about 30 minutes to complete, and most people get a determination letter within a few weeks. Share this video right now with someone you know who might be struggling to afford their medications. This program exists for exactly that reason, and too many seniors are going without because nobody told them they qualify. Now let us move to the fourth form, and this one is especially important for seniors who have not filed a federal income tax return recently because they assumed their income was too low to bother. The form is the IRS 1040-SR. This is a special simplified tax return designed specifically for seniors age 65 and older, and here is why filing it matters even if you think you owe nothing. Filing a return opens the door to refundable tax credits that can put cash directly in your pocket even if you have no tax liability at all. The most important of these for seniors is the Earned Income Tax Credit if you are still working part-time, and the Recovery Rebate Credit if you missed any stimulus payments in recent years. There are also state-level credits and refunds that are triggered only when you have a federal return on file. Beyond credits, filing your 1040-SR establishes your income on record with the IRS, which matters for future benefit calculations, IRMAA determinations, and financial aid programs. It also protects you against identity theft, because a fraudulent return cannot be filed in your name if you have already filed legitimately. The 1040-SR uses larger print than the standard 1040 form and has a built-in chart for the higher standard deduction that seniors receive. In 2026, if you are 65 or older and single, your standard deduction is significantly higher than what younger filers receive. For a single senior, the standard deduction this year is approximately $16,500. For a married couple both over 65, it is even higher. This means that a large portion of your income is automatically sheltered from taxes, and you may find that you owe nothing at all while still being eligible for refundable credits. The standard filing deadline for most people is April 15th, but if you requested an extension, your deadline is October 15th. However, if you want your return to be considered before certain benefit adjustments are made mid-year, getting it in before June 10th puts you in the best position possible. Some state programs and assistance calculations use your most recent filed return, so filing now, rather than waiting, protects your eligibility for those programs. You can download the 1040-SR form directly from irs.gov. You can also call the IRS at 1-800-829-1040 for assistance. If your income is below a certain threshold, you may qualify for free tax preparation help through the VITA program, which stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. These are IRS-certified volunteers who prepare returns for free for seniors and low-income filers. To find a VITA site near you, go to irs.gov and search for VITA. Leave a comment below and let me know which of these 4 forms applies to your situation. I read every comment, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Now I want to take a few minutes and give you a clear action plan so you walk away from this video knowing exactly what to do next. I want this to be as simple and as organized as possible. Your first step this week is to check your Medicare premium. Look at what you are paying for Part B right now. If the amount seems higher than you expected, or if you know your income dropped significantly in the last 2 years, get the SSA 44 form from ssa.gov and start filling it out. Call 1-800-772-1213 if you need help understanding whether you qualify for a reduction. Your second step is to log into ssa.gov and pull up your Social Security earnings statement. If you do not have an online account, create one. It takes about 10 minutes and it is free. Once you are in, look at your earnings history. If anything looks incorrect or missing, call Social Security and ask how to start the correction process. If you need the paper form, request the SSA 7004. Your third step is to check whether you qualify for extra help with your Medicare drug costs. Even if you applied before and were denied, your situation may have changed enough to qualify now. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov and look for the extra help application. It costs nothing to apply, and the potential savings are significant. Your fourth step is to make sure you have filed a federal tax return recently. Even if you do not think you owe anything, filing the 1040-SR can unlock credits and protect your benefits. Go to irs.gov to get the form or find a free VITA tax assistance site in your area. Do all 4 of these things before June 10th. Write that date down right now, June 10th. Each one of these steps could result in real money coming back to you, and none of them cost you anything to pursue. Before we finish today, I want to be straightforward with you about something. Everything I have shared in this video is based on current federal rules and publicly available information from official government sources like the Social Security Administration and the IRS. Your personal situation may be different. The rules in your state may vary. And the exact numbers I have mentioned, like income limits and deduction amounts, are updated each year. Before you make any major decisions about your benefits or your taxes, it is always a smart idea to talk with a qualified professional who can look at your complete picture. A benefits counselor, a tax professional who specializes in senior returns, or even a visit to your local Social Security office can help you apply this information to your specific circumstances. What I want you to know is that you deserve this information. The government does not exactly go door to door explaining all the ways you can reduce your costs and protect your income. That is what this channel is here for. Every video we put out is designed to give you specific, accurate, useful information that helps you keep more of your money and claim the benefits you are legally entitled to receive. If this video helped you today, please press the like button right now. It is the single most important thing you can do to help more seniors find this information. When you like a video, the platform shows it to more people who need exactly what you just learned. Subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss a deadline or an update that could affect your money. And please, share this video with someone you care about. Think of one person right now, a friend, a neighbor, a family member who might be paying too much for Medicare or missing out on benefits they qualify for. Send this video to them today. You worked hard for your benefits. You paid into this system for decades. You deserve to receive every dollar you are entitled to. And you deserve to have someone in your corner helping you figure out how to do that. That is what I am here for, and I will see you in the next video.